Welcome back to my Thoughts On series where I give my opinions on your questions. If you want one of these, there's two ways to do it. One, you gotta follow me on Twitter at myasmasenpai. During the first week of every month, I'm going to be taking one question from whoever wants it and hopefully be able to make a video about it. The other way to do this is to join my Patreon, which is linked down below. Starting at the $5 tier, you'll get access to the Discord server, and you can ask me as many questions as you want every month, as well as be part of our monthly watch-alongs and be part of that little community there. Today's question is from my friend Zarin, who wanted me to talk about Infinite Dendrogram. Now, I only watched 2 episodes of this, and don't take that in any offense. It was certainly not the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. In fact, I thought it was pretty good. It's an anime that's airing this season, winter of 2020, and it's, an MMO anime. And I'm generally not somebody that is really into MMO shows at all. I've never really played MMOs in life. Not even that huge of a gamer personally, besides like very select games that I'm very into. And MMOs have never been one of them. So I was a little worried going into this show because I had tried out Sword Art Online in the past. I had tried out a little bit of Overlord in the past, and it's not necessarily fair to compare these kind of shows just because they might have some similar tropes. But this one's interesting in its own right. It's basically the game while it was popular, has already been popular for like a couple years, I believe, in this world. And the main guy is like just getting into it, and his brother has been into it previously. His brother's way better at the game. So you got the main guy. He seems okay. He seems like a nice dude. I don't really like his character design that much. He's got this weird headband thing, and he just looks like a blonde guy with a headband. I really think they could have maybe made a better character design for him. But there are other very interesting looking characters in the show. Like I said, his brother, who's been playing the game, looks like this bear thing all the time. And it's an MMO world, a video game world that you're in. And they also did this amazing thing where everybody gets this personal assistant thing. I wish I could remember the name for it. I know his is Nemesis. I remember her. Nemesis is the best character, by the way. Nemesis is the main guy's helper type character, who is a sword and of course also a pretty young girl with long flowing dark and purple hair. I'm not gonna lie, her hair carries her character design a lot, because her outfit's kind of boring. Just this matey looking outfit. But she's cool. I like how she's, a girl and a sword. That's pretty interesting. Not gonna say it's the most original idea in the world, but it's pretty cool. I enjoy how different people have different little helper characters. They're not all just pretty girls that are also swords. They might be different sorts of objects and stuff like that. Well, like I said, a lot of quirky, some interesting characters. I can definitely see why people would be into this. I don't think it's the most beautiful show in the world. I think it's kind of generic looking. This is White Fox as well, who is a pretty good animation studio. I was a little surprised to hear that it was White Fox, because I don't think these characters look very White Foxy. And you could take that in a good way, you could take that in a bad way. I know White Fox from Jormungand and Steins Gate, 2 of my favorite anime of all time. So I'm subconsciously and maybe unfairly comparing it to those shows. And at times the show looks really good, and other times it just looks kind of phoned in and boring. The OP is pretty cool. It's got a cool song. Again, I don't think it's visually very, very appealing, but it's got a pretty catchy song, and it's. I would say if I had to think of this show's best factor, it is an interesting take on this MMO world. The customization seems pretty high with the characters and stuff like that, and I like how it has variety. It has girls that are also swords, and a guy that's like this bear suit thing, which is interesting. Um, and I could totally see why people would be interested. I don't know if I'm going to continue to watch this. I might wait till it's done and then just sort of power through it. But definitely exceeded my expectations. I gotta admit they were pretty low going in, but check out Infinite Dendrogram if that sounds like it's up your alley. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.